right into the side of the condenser, and it goes down to the front of the compressor. Right there. That line is leaking from the bottom. Quick video so I have this for reference. Because it's so hard to see the line. There's not much room to get to. And every time I stick my hand too close to the catalytic converter shield, I keep burning it. Melting my hand. Exactly. Melted it one more time.
That'd be the other big thing. Like if you...
Thing is, you can see that came off the line though. Either way, I know what line it is, so it runs. And basically, it is not the one that runs to the low port. It's not the high port. It's the return line. It goes to from the condenser to the compressor. So yeah, so that is the condenser to the compressor line, which I believe is high pressure. So yeah, how this car is designed. Yep. So that's the only line that runs from the condenser. There's usually two. Yeah, there's one down there on the bottom. This is the top one. Okay, so I got it. Perfect. All right.
So the only thing Wednesday.
Honestly, so what day is your dentist?
What day? What
is your dentist?
Oh, Wednesday.
Okay. So depending on the part, it will probably be like either Wednesday or Thursday. It's not to be. I would like it to be a continuation. So if we get in there, I'm like, oh, we have something else going on. Then depending on how crazy HR would be. Let's see how long too. That's what I just did to do. There are the bolts there, and we got that bracket piece goes here. I'm gonna show you this in a moment. I'm gonna lose these pieces off. So far, I'm moving along. Definitely a pain. That piece off right here. We got everything up, and I'm gonna attempt to slide this backwards. Here's what I'm gonna try to do. Yeah, so kind of not too bad, kind of a pain at that, You got to figure out all this is going to come out of here evenly. I think what I need to do is actually pull up this fan first before I try to slide this back. Actually, the thing is, what I'm going to have to do here to get this out of here, more than likely is the case. So I'm going to go ahead and move this back for now. And like I had it, which it is right now, already good to go. It goes up here like this to begin with. And this goes up top, and this goes back. Actually, kind of goes like that. It's a really crazy design. I think what you have to do is slide it back and then pull the fans up behind it. Does that make sense? So you want to hook all this and it pops up out of there. And then you can get down to this. Right now we're doing this AC pressure suction hose. I hope I got the right one. It looks like it, but right here it runs into the side of this condenser. Right over here. I think you can see it actually. Let me see if I can see it on this angle. Yeah, right there is actually the actual line. See if I can even get to it from right here. Actually, maybe I can. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, though, I got to get this out of my way. And that's the actual guard to the radiator. So once it's out the way, I should be able to get to that, hopefully, and get the first bolt off of there. And then we'll go ahead and get the battery out right now. We can do that. Get the air box out and get all this out the way and then shove this back. And we got to take all your guards off right there. So far, it's coming along. So I think that. All right, so you got the battery removed, put it over there, and now we have both of those laid back, and you got to get these two tabs right there. You see that tab right there? You got to get him off there. You have room to play with, and the other one I've already got up on this side, pluck loose. Let me show you what I mean. Right here's got to come loose, and then maybe unplug them if you need to. I'll go ahead, since the battery is unhooked, and we'll unplug these guys. It should just come right loose. One-handed unplug. There you go. Same one over here, and plug him as well. And really, still got it, like I said, still got to get this harness off. I got both of them unplugged. We'll get the harness off right here as well, too. Pop them loose. Pop them loose like that. And there we go. It is hotter than human in this garage. It really is. Kind of humid. But it ain't the sun ain't being on me, so I'll deal with that instead, I guess. It won't be too bad, I don't think. I got to get him out as gentle as possible. They never let go up in here, so it is what it is. Just don't pull on the wire in. So gotta just kind of keep finagling it, and then if you can't get it, you got, like I said, you gotta go ahead and just prop. I used to use these guys and pull them on out of there. It'll be okay with it. It'll come loose eventually. Usually I can just pry them out, but that one's really fighting me. You see how they want to fight. Y'all see that? Not really. I'm all over the place. Where the heck is the damn thing in there? Let me see. Where is she? There it is, right there. If you watch. Get on it and just kind of fry up on it. It should pop loose. There you go. That one's out too. Got both of those out. Now we should have room to play with. All right, even better. Look at that. Tilt it all the way back out your way like this. I'll back you up so you can see in this moment. Just lay it there. Tilt it back out the way and lay it right here. Now we got plenty of room to work. Well, kind of. Not really, but you know what I mean. May have to unhook these hoses to get to that. I don't know. I'm going to pull this fan out next. Bolt here. I mean, you should just slip into the bottom. I don't think it's bolted down there. I don't know on this particular vehicle. Let's see. I don't think so, though. So we're going to go ahead and we should just be able to take these off. And it should up and at them. You know what I'm saying? Be right back. All right, so I took out both of those bolts, and now this should just pull on up out. Move the back out your way. Be very careful. And just kind of pull it on up out of there. Like so. It should come on out. And now we have more room to work. What do you know? And right there is the leaky collapsed hose. I believe. I'm going to go ahead and lay this. And then we'll take a light and look down here. Let me see where that leaky. That's where the dye was coming out the other day at. And I'm in good shape. As you can see. So I just take this and I shifted it over this direction. And now we got plenty of room to access that into that. So it should be okay. Yeah. Now the problem is this one is going to be very difficult to get off from the top. I can already tell you because the bolts are going to be on the bottom, of course. And I don't even, oh my God, what a joke. Are you kidding me? I can probably still get it off with, I got a pretty crazy wrench I can use. Or ratchet, or I can use a flex head maybe. That is going to be, I'm not sure the size. I'm going to make sure we match that size up. I don't even know about the right hose, to be honest with you. But I'm about to pull it off now. I'm about to find out. Well, check this out. I'll be back. All right, so as you can see, I was able to get up in here like this, right here like this. And I'll show you right now what I did. It is not too bad. Actually, as hard as I thought it was going to probably be. Basically, go from the top and go underneath. You can get underneath and get the flex head around there. And you can actually get it on. You can crank it loose, which I did, and then separate the hose off. And just kind of give it a push down. It should let go. Like it did right then, I believe. Make sure. Bracket or something hanging onto it. Let me see what's going on to make that thing hold on. You don't come from it. Be very careful while you're doing all this. Let's see if we're loose all the way. I think we might be loose, though. All right, there we go. We're off. We're off. So what we need to do is I'm going to vacuum it, so but we still need to immediately cover that with a glove. Immediately cover it, and there is the old bottom to the old one. You're going to be the one over here. We're going to get this off next. 10 mil, and boom, we got it out. It really ain't. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put the glove down over top of this guy. It's all. And just like this, so nothing gets introduced into that system. The best we can, just kind of tie it off like that. We don't want to let extra contaminants up in here. We're going to vacuum it regardless, but I like to cover it too. It is always a good idea to do that. Just trust me when I say that. Either way, we're covered up, and voila, we'll just kind of stick it here. We've got to be perfect. And then we don't want to lose this nut. We'll hang on to that. That's all it was, to hold it on there. And we'll see if it fits in the old one. If it fits, that'd be wonderful if it did, wouldn't it be? All right, next bolt is over here. We're going to get this guy over here. And kind of slide it through the way. And we may use a 10 millimeter, which I have, actually, I believe. And we'll see right here. So we got it going here. Make sure you're going the right way. It should still be set for the battery, which was off. And hook it right onto there. We should undo that next. Let's see. Gentle with it. Let's see. I'm definitely loosening this. Real gentle. There we go. I got it. Crack loose. There we do. It ain't too bad. And that guy ought to come off too. And then we'll cover him. And we'll match this hose up right away. Hopefully it fits. I will be very happy if it does. I really will be. See over here? And just like this. Come on out of there we go. We're going up on the really start to figure these guys out. I'll be honest. Oh no, don't drop my flashlight. Either way, we're good. We should be able to get it on off of there. Just go with a finger right the rest of the way off. Like this. And there we go. All right. So, to get it loose, we just pull that all the way off. And we'll cover that with the other glove. That's what all we got to do here. Let me see here. And this is the hose that's leaking. I'm pretty sure we'll tell in a second. That's for sure. All right, what a long bolt there. We got it off, okay? And give it a little jiggle, and out we come. There we go. Come on, let go. A little gentle. They got to separate sometimes. They just don't jerk on this one too hard. There we go, and out we come with the ring with it. So I'm going to cover that as well, and there's our hose. Voila. See if it's a direct fit or not. In the same way, cover this guy over here. In the best you can, like I said, when I could be in, have it off that long. That's the part where you got to kind of move fast. So we're going to check the other hose, make sure we got a match. So Amazon said it didn't match. I said it did. We'll see if it did, right? What do you know? Damn, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Look at that. That should be a perfect fit, shouldn't it? I think so. So either way, I think we got it. And you see how these hoses come like this, right? You can see the hole right here. I'll show you the hole on one side. Actually, see when I get that up out of the I think we're all set there. I think we're good to go. You look right here, and you can actually see. Don't turn me off. There we go. So let's check it out. All right, looking good, right? I think that's a good match. I think we're good. Daggone perfectly close. I don't know how perfect, but it's aftermarket, you know what the heck. I think we'll do. It'll do. It may be a little bit different design. It may have to bend a different way slightly, but I think we're okay with it. I don't know. It's so close. I think we'll fit. We'll have to try though. The only thing to do is to try to see if these fit on first. That'll be a big tell right there if these fit on perfectly. And they do. Wow, what do you know? That one goes on perfect instead of this one going perfect. Okay, it should be a good fit then. Right there, you can tell. Hey, right there where the hose broke at. I'm gonna put this guy back on so I don't introduce contaminants into the system. And you can actually see where it broke right there. That was pretty good diagnostic on my behalf. I will have to say so. Right there, we got our problem. So let's get this hose in. You can see both of these. And there we go. I'll show you the part number on this guy. And then I'll be back to finish this guy up. So I got to charge it back in this whole entire system. It's what a pain. And there is the part number you're looking for. 2017 HRV P0 R09241338 and ACH 128611 1J-C. All right, there we go. Then looking good. And now we'll get it back in there. So let's go right here. Put this guy on here first up top. Just like we took it off. Then we're gonna line it back up. We move the glove up, and there we gotta go. And we're gonna just line it back in there first. Gotta jiggle it in, of course, like that. And then we'll do the bottom. All right, so I got it all back in. I'll be honest with you, the hardest part was to get the daggone thing lined back up in there. Cause see this piece right here? Let me show you something. It's crazy. It is actually sticking out and rubbing right here on that thing. It is just touching enough. And you know, that is just what's causing this problem. It really is. It's ridiculous. I guess when it's up and held in place is okay, but to line that back in with the pain in the butt, it really was. Get it all lined back up to be able to put the bracket back. It's insane. All right, so anyways, I got all that tight. I'm pretty sure I'm good. Put it under vacuum. Make sure I'm testing all that good stuff there. And this is where it happens. Let me show you. So right here, you actually have a crack in the AC. Right here, unreal, right? Unreal. Right against that little black piece right there. I don't even know what that black piece is for, but check that out. Really stupid design that is. Way to go, Honda. Way to go. Way to go. Check it out. That's where all the stuff is coming out of. And it literally is right there on that black tab. Right there. Y'all see that? Right there is what's causing the rubbing. And that's where you have to put this piece at. I don't know. It makes no clear sense why that is made that way, but hey, it's the only one you can get for this car, so. Either way, we're going to put all this back on now, like this. It just kind of comes back this way, like this. I didn't unhook anything special. Do you see how I did that? It should be okay. That's ridiculous, so. It really is ridiculous. It's real easy and put this back on next. Let me do that, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'll be back in a second. Let me just line that back up. Hey, don't forget your fan first. That's got to go back in there first. Duh. Get the fan back in. Then you can put that guy back in for sure. All right, we'll do that next. So the fan got to go back in. And basically, that is still a pain because you got this stupid thing in the way. Maybe this will pull it off the hose a little bit. We'll see. I'm just hoping everything will fit back. That's what I'm kind of a little bit concerned about, I'll be honest with you. It should be able to fit right on in there by that, I believe, perfectly. Let's see if it'll let me. Either way, yeah, it'll slip right in there and kind of move it out of my way. Hang on a second. Let me adjust that and show you what I'm talking about. 1 second. All right, so that all slips back in there like that. I was able to get it back in. Now, I'll be honest. It don't really seem like it's real pretty fitting in there. I'll be 100% real with you. It almost feels like that shouldn't be there. It is something not quite right about this. I don't like how that fits. But, I mean, yeah. So you do it. All right, so the way that lines up is really just not a great design. It does go right back in there like that, and you can kind of move the hose out the way. It is not quite perfect, but like I said, it's better than it was. Tighten these fan bolts up. Right here. Show you how that goes real quick. You got 2 fans. 10 millimeters right here, pretty much. All 10 millimeters for this job. There's some different things to wrench them on with is all. Make it happen, that's it. Other than that, not too bad. The 10 here, I'm gonna zip this up and wrap this guy up, so let me get moving. I'll be back to show you the finished product in a second. Oh, looking good though. I'm gonna bring that bar back next. All right, so let me show you. So what you gotta do is I'm gonna pick it up and place it in between the fan and the hat, and so it kind of runs up beside the fan, honestly. May even tuck it. Run right beside that guy, honestly, is how it gotta go. And that's how you do it. And I'm going to move this bar up here next. We got that all tightened down in. 2 bolts here. This pulls back. Let me show you how this goes on here next. It goes like this. Tuck these plugs in this direction, like so. And you just kind of move it all forward. Really gently, like that. And I didn't take any of this off. None of that needs to be taken off. And then you can just kind of line everything back up real gently. Watch this guy here. It's got to go on top here, up there like that. And this guy here too. Watch everything, be careful. And, I'll show you in a moment. That's the hood latch. Get all this out my way clear. And we should be able to get it in place. I got to get off here to shoot this back. So this has to go on top. So give me a second. I'll slip it back into place. All right, so looking good. Now we just got to get everything put back together. So it's still a ridiculous pain to get everything to line up. It really is. But everything is in there good, lined up. I checked underneath there. So, like I said, this car may have been bumped or something before in the front. It looks like possibly. But I know for a fact this is good. Ain't no way I can get this any better. There's a couple push tabs that could go there possibly. But this is all lined up. That all goes there. I'm going to bring something to keep it screwing around trying to get it perfect. That is about perfect. I can't give it so much more. All right, so this goes back here. When we mount all this bracket stuff back on, so nothing's moving, it'll be held in place. These all 10 mil. I'm gonna zip all this stuff out real quick. That's kind of how you gotta look right now. Over there, you got your battery, and then all your front guard. Oh yeah, this guy right here's got to go in next. Right here, just kind of slides up into here. Don't forget him. Got it tilts back like this, and goes in just like this. Actually, sorry, it goes like this, like this. It goes like this up in here like that. You got to tilt it a certain way to get it in. So what I actually did was like this. When I took it out, I slipped it on in like that, and then I tilted it back. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Like this, like this. It is perfect. And it'll hold nicely. Just like it should be. So just like that. And the rest of everything goes back on. So that's a little easier to do that piece first. And you got 2 guards over here, I'll show you. So don't get anything too tight in the front back so you get all this stuff back. Basically, I'm gonna go ahead, give me 1 sec. And next, these go on after you put these in, and then the headlight bolts, they attach this piece down. Sure, I do that real quick. You got this piece down. It'll take 1 second. Let me go ahead and do that for you. This just tucks in here like this on both sides. This one holds the headlight down onto there, so it actually needed, definitely needed. Well, also you did the bolt down here. You got to do first. See that bolt? You got to put him in there first, and we get him next. There ought to be one over here on the floor. Can't believe it. There's not more bolts. There it is right there. I'm going to go ahead and get him in. I'm going to use that with a pair of pliers here. Just get him on in. With the regular, where's it? Dang on, I'm striking. Either way, I'll show you what I'm talking about with the headlight bolt. In the same side, other side's the exact same. And then plug back in your sensors, and that's it. This should be done. Pull the vacuum and go from there. So I'm going to get this wiggle back in if I can. What a pain in the butt, man. That's ridiculous. All right, what a day. I'm going to loosen that up a hair up here. It's so tight I can't get it in down there. Get it a little looser if you got to. That's ain't always a problem. If you got something too tight, loosen the other one up. All right, let's see here. Get this one up here. Snug him up right down there. And then we'll snug them all back in. See how much easier it is now to go in there. I'm going to tighten it up. Don't go down the hole, please. Nice and tight. We're going to put this headlight piece on. It's a different type of bolt. The only one that's a different style. Kind of cool. I'm going to see how this goes on. And there's one that goes on the back of here as well. I'll show you that too. Come on, what's happening here? It's taking forever. It's a long bolt. Yes, sir. Really long bolt. I did a power tool to get most of these out. There we go. Now it's snug. That guy's snug. And there I got. Get a bolt there. Bolt there. Headlight bolt goes here. That holds down the piece though. Right here, I hold this guy on right here like this. It's really easy to do. Then you just pop it on like this. Pretty easy stuff. On the car. Alright, like this. It goes on like this. And we're just gonna line it up. Like so. It's a different style bolt, right? So watch carefully as I do that. So it's got that little piece on it. Y'all see that? Let me show you again. I don't think I showed you. Right there. So the whole reason I did the video. Right there. It's a little different style bolt for that piece right there is all. And we'll zip it on in there. Same type of way. Just like so. Just like that. And that one's now in. And we got a push tab that goes here. We got one on the other side as well. They never put that on last time, but I'm going to put it back on for this time. Alright. This goes here. This holds this up. And also holds the front of this vehicle on. Okay, just gotta kind of push it back and line it up into place. Like I said, I never took anything off. I didn't have to. Ow, right in my finger, that hurt. Alright, anyways. There's some away. Don't quite line up properly. It just take your time. See this towel? So you got to push into something. I just saw where they went into. I didn't even notice that when I took them off. They go right into this hole right there. You see those? Then you just got to pop them into place. So that's so. Gonna pop them right in there, and you should pop in and push back as well. Just like that, and yeah, now you can see that now they line up. See how I did that? Just got to tilt them back and line them in there, but they both got to push in all the way. That's it. Then they go like that and go on. Let me find the other bolts for that. They're definitely bolts. I might even push tabs. Where the heck? Oh, they were. Where they? Here's the way I'll put it back. Yeah, we got too many bolts last week. I'll show you when one bolt goes back in the back. There's one bolt back here. You can see somewhere. Right there. Right there she is. Right there. That's the one on the back side. You don't want to get them too tight because then you can't get the one on the back end. That's always how it goes. You know? Right. Loosen these back up here. Then they get it on in. It's like, oh, it was that one and the one underneath. That's too tight. I can't get the one in the back. Let's see if we can. I think I still can. See that? Right. Just like that. So this gonna have to be done with the ratchet. We can't reach it with nothing else. Just tighten up the ratchet back here some way. Right down there. Then now, I've got the one here, then you're all set. Same on the other side. Back in the system. We're good to go. I'll come back with that when I'm all done. See all that's back here? Long bolts, long bolts, long bolts. All right, same right there. And so, what I would do is, hang on a second here. Actually, what I know, a majority of these are push tabs. So, over here, don't have the headlight bolt. We do everything else though, so this bigger guy is going to be the one that goes up here. I'm pretty certain about that. You can see, make sure everything's kind of lining up. You don't want to push too much weight on pressure or anything, but it's got to be lined up properly. There it is. Put it up in here, and just screw it down. Then get this guy out of here, of course, make sure you're not pinching any wires. Then we do that, I'll come right back. So they go back on. These are push tabs here. Like I was telling you, probably push tabs. They are push tabs, and they go fast. Push tabs hold this up here as well. That all lines up pretty good. Like I said, there are actually some, I think, it just goes right here. There's the piece that goes on top of the panel. Will hold that on the rest of the way. Here's the latch I never had to take off. It still runs down perfectly, does good to go. All these tabs right here are going to go back in place perfectly. And of course, this has to go on last over here. It was knocked off and never put back. I'm going to put it back and it should be back. Just like this. And it actually lines up. And it actually goes down like this. So see, that would actually need to go on. Never, like I said, that goes off. But right there, it just goes in just like that. And pops into place as well. Then it goes on just like this. And this has got the same type bolt. I did find it. And it goes on just like that. You zip him down on in there, and that'll hold that with the push. That is all. It should be. Maybe it ain't the right size bolt. It probably when they put it back on. Oh yeah, I don't think it is. But regardless, you think it'd go on there, right? It is crazy. Here we go ahead. All I did was take one with the water jug and push it over here because that was missing before. Push tabs all there. And push tabs on all that crap. So I'm gonna put the airbox back on. That ain't too bad. It just kind of slips right in place and everything else kind of falls together. And yeah, this car is kind of a real great design. Put a vacuum on it, get the vacuum going. It just kind of slips in here like this. Then it goes right onto the bottom piece like that. And push tabs from here on out. And then even if I take the bottom off, even great. Even better, I thought for sure it was. Maybe bring an extra jack with me. Make sure the hook's on the bottom like this is all. There it goes into there. It pops right in place. Like this. And it slips on in like that. That's all. That thing's so bright, it's blinding me. It really is. And it ain't even shining down there. It's ridiculous. Alright, there we go. Even better. So now you can see what I'm doing. Alright, cool. And this goes in and it hooks up underneath here and goes in like that. Into a push tab. It just kind of goes in and goes like that. See how I did that? Hooks back up top. And that goes there and that goes there. Hooks into place. That's so. And the bottom piece pushes in once you hop it over. Is all. Gotta hop it over, push the bottom piece in like that, and it hops right on the end of there. I'll show you if I can get it one-handed. I don't think I can though. I'll have to get two hands. But either way, yep, just like that. Actually got it perfectly done. So you see that? Just like that. Put a light down there so you can see. It goes right around there like that. And there you go, all done. Just about. Push tabs on. This takes like 1.25 cans of Freon, 12-ounce can, so not a lot. Put the air box back tight. We'll go there. I was checking that earlier. It looks good to me. Which is in-cabin air filter. Battery goes back in here. Yes. Double check everything before you put it back on. Make sure everything's in the holes, lined up. That's working properly. This goes on. Put the push tabs. Yeah, they go on. They just kind of pop right into place. It's all maybe really tiny ones. I have to see. Actually, be a type of screw. I don't know. Look like screws to me. So I'm at the one here. There's a screw right here. Thought they were screws. There's one right here. One screw. And we'll look for another screw. Well, there you go right there. There's screws, not push tabs. My bad. All right, it's hot as heck in here. I will say that. And that guy's trying to give me trouble going back in, so we may have to fiddle. Just may go on the other side for now. We'll fiddle with this here off camera. But either way, I'll just slip back into place. And as you can tell, it's going to go right back like this. Hook back underneath here. And then you just push tab everything, push back in, just like that. Push tab it off. So I'm going to do all that. Then I'm going to vacuum the system. And that's the new line I got in there installed on the very bottom. Can you see? Really hard to tell now. Right there, though. That's the line. Goes around and connects right there. Right there. So, all right. Right down the very bottom, you can see it. Then we can get down and show you the hose real quick one more time that I just did. And you can see how it goes in there. It is a real pain to get to everything. It really. I can't even see it that way. You look down there, it's right down there. Trust me, you can see it somehow down there. It is very hard to get it off from the top. Like I said, we'll bolt this up right here now. We got push tabs that go in each one of these guys. And we'll just push them back in. They all pop back into place. So that line is going to be a common failure in this car. So get ready for this. I haven't seen a video on it. I can't wait to post this guy. Hope it helps people out. So anyways, I can't wait to do it. Push tabs here, and then that just kind of buckles on there and down in there. And that's all good to go. So battery back in. Also all basic stuff. But yeah, what a pain. Not really. It could have been worse. Right there, it's a line one more time. Right there, that black one. Goes all the way up. It's called, dude. Hopefully it's good. I'll come back and when we get the car going. If it's not good, it's called the suction line for this AC system. Yep. Go to the compressor to the bottom of the compressor to the top of the condenser. All right, I'm going.